I've managed to get a little quiet 2 minutes with Mark Leeson, who is nominated for British Hairdresser of the Year. Sorry, I'm forget all these hairdressing
all these titles.
All these titles. I'm with like some really important people today, and yeah, so I can just ask you a few questions and let people know a bit about you. So, you're obviously a top hairdresser in the industry, and what's your favourite part of your job?
I think after hairdressing for 27 years, the part that I enjoy now is actually sharing the knowledge that I've learnt over the years.
So more the education?
Yeah, I've worked all over the world. So I've worked in Paris, I've worked in America, I've worked all over, and it's kind of bringing everything that I've learnt back into the youth of today. So really passionate about education within the hair industry.
Yeah, and so you can send them all off all over the world with your knowledge.
Definitely, and we own a salon back in Nottinghamshire, but I'm in London every weekend working on magazines, shows and seminars, and I always manage to bring the young team down with us to assist, and they love all that and gives them a different side to just working back in the salon.
It's really great because I'm a makeup artist and that's how I learned with makeup, was assisting, and I did classes and things like that, but there's only so much you can learn in a classroom.
It's got to be hands-on as well.
Yeah, it has to be hands-on. So I imagine it's the same with hair as it is with makeup. And I learned, the majority of what I've learned either working on makeup counters hands-on or assisting makeup artists.
Yeah, and it's like this shoot that we're doing today for Hairdresser Journal. We're using Curlformers, which is completely new, but it's quite a traditional technique of going back to a traditional set, which is something that was taught years ago and not been used for a while, but we're doing it in a modern way today. And that is a lot of the kind of education that I do. It's classic techniques with a modern twist to give the hair a new feel.
Because the classic technique would be to use rags, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
And Curlformers are like a much easier, quicker to put in, better for the hair.
Yeah, I've been using it for about 2 weeks, and we took it back to the salon, and the guys that's on the youngsters just loved the fact that it's just so quick and so easy.
And it's fun too. I think they're fun to put in.
But it gives us, we've been curling hair for quite a while with irons and with curling wands, and we find that gives us quite a set look. This is more natural, more beach kind of feeling. Obviously there's different size rollers, so you can get different looks.
I think that's great because for me, I've used Curlformers a couple of times with my best friend, and she prefers tighter curls, and then she brushes it out, and it's quite like big.
It gets width.
Gets
width and volume.
Yeah, whereas I prefer to just put the wider ones just through the ends of my hair.
Yeah, just to give tousled. So the wider roller gives tousled, soft, sexy, glamorous kind of feel. And the thinner one gives you more of that editorial, big cloudy hair, that 1970s disco kind of feel. Yeah,
I am kind of into that at the same time. I like both effects that you can achieve.
Yeah.
So what looks do you think are going to be big in hair for autumn-winter?
For autumn-winter, well, if you look at the catwalks, it's all very expensive, very luxe, very beautiful fabrics, very embroidered. And I think the hair kind of goes with the looks from the catwalk.
Yeah.
So we see him for me it's very dressed, very polished. Lots of long hair brushed with soft bristle brushes to give shine and texture through the hair.
Yeah.
Nice movement, lots of movement, less of the straightness.
So less of the straightness?
Yes, more of a big soft dressed wave, definitely.
Well, that's really good for my viewers to know, because they always want to know what's on trend.
Yeah, definitely. Look at the adverts like for Gucci and things like that, where they've got a beautiful big soft wave and the flowing fabrics, definitely.
Okay, so one last question, then I'll let you get on with the hair. So if I was going to use Curlformers to create curls, what product would I use to keep them smooth and frizz-free?
I think if you use any smoothing kind of serum at all, I think when you're using the Curlformers, I think it's important that the hair goes into the form smooth. So it's definitely, something like a diamond gloss kind of serum, just to keep the hair nice and smooth. Would
you put that on before putting in the Curlformers?
You put it onto towel dried hair, because obviously we're putting the Curlformers in the hair damp. So if we run on your hair in particular, avoiding this area but mid-lengths to ends, run the gloss through those to smooth it before we put the rollers in. Also, it makes it easier to pull the wand and the roller through.
So it doesn't tug or pull at all.
And you get a smoother finish when you brush the hair out afterwards.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.